We are in a barn. We are in the llama barn. This used to be my office when we were showing llamas, and so this is where I kept all my paperwork for the breedings and sales and all that. Now we're not showing anymore, and we're just letting the llamas live out their lives. And I moved it out here. Well, I grew up in an artistic home. My grandmother, my mom, my aunts, everybody was artistic. And like the giraffe I did, I don't know, it's probably in junior high or something. And I found that, so thought I'd bring it out with some of the current stuff. And I've always drawn. We used to travel out to California every year, and we'd spend our winters in Palm Springs. And we drove most of the time. And so I would spend, the trip drawing. And so I've just always drawn. It's just what I knew. I've always been fascinated with eyes. That was one of the things that I would draw when I was a kid. I draw eyes. I draw horses. I was always fascinated with horses. I grew up with horses all my life. So everything I do is always soft, and a pastel tends to lend itself to the softness. And so I'll start out with using this as my background color. I can use a palette. It's kind of like a sponge palette, just like you would with an oil or something, and I can get an effect similar to a painting, just by blending with the sponge applicator. These were done with hand pastels. The colors are really vibrant and a lot of pigment in those. And I think this was the first one I used, the pan pastels. So I'll start out with that, and then a lot of times I'll come back in with a stick pastel. I like Rembrandts. It's just my preference. A lot of pigment with those too. And then when I'm going in and doing the fine hairs and the real fine detail, I'm going to come in with a pastel pencil. And it's harder. You can see it's not going to come on my hand as easily. But that's how the fact that it is hard, I can get my fine lines that I can't get with the soft pastels. And so, other than just drawing what I see, I'm trying to figure out what it is that made that so special to them and try to put that feeling into it and capture an emotion, a personality. It's great because I have a website, and it's BeckyRaberArtStudio.com, and they have it set up so that you can upload photographs right to the website. If you'd rather send an email, you can just attach a file and email it over. But I do work all over. I mean, work all over the country, with computers now. People send me photos anywhere, and I'm not limited by living in Plain City to only do local work. So I have stuff as far as Australia, and it would be fun to really sit down and think where all my work is, but I'd like to go visit it maybe.